Good morning. Welcome to day 77, 90-day Entre Content Challenge. How are you this morning? It's Monday, but that's okay. Mondays don't bother me. It means I get started for the week, right? Yep. So this morning I am marking a milestone, and I'm going to share it without getting into detail. Doing some work in my YouTube channel last night, I discovered that I have passed the 30-day mark since I had kind of a backslide or a setback with the recovery from the eating disorder. So it's been a little over 30 days, no issues. So that's great. That's a huge thing, actually. So applying the principles that we're learning consistently, it helps. Yeah. I think the basis of all things that hinder us like that, possibly even depression, because I battle that sometimes too, but not as bad as some people. You boil it all down, the bottom line is that you have to believe that you're worth whatever it is you're trying to do. Recover from an eating disorder, start a business, get past your depression and learn how to manage it. Whatever it is, the thing, your thing. The bottom line is, if you don't believe that you deserve it, no amount of work is ever going to get you there, because you're going to undermine yourself at some point. That's as baseline as I can get. Now, the converse of that is going to be, if you know you can, you just got to keep trying till you get there. And here's a fun analogy. It's not going to take too long, I promise. I'm a singer for a lot of years, and 9 years ago, I was in a band with my husband, world-class guitar player. He's a great guitar player. And our band was called Speedwell. We did a lot of different kinds of music, mostly, in the rock genre, but anyway, at some point, the band, or it was requested or something, that I do Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. And, that's intimidating. That's just an iconic tune. And I always kind of stepped back from things like that and went, people that tackle iconic tunes really need to do it well. And I knew I had the vocal skills to pull it off, but I just wasn't sure how people were going to react to a 41 or 2-year-old woman belting out, Stairway to Heaven. So we hid it in the practice room, and we threw it out there at a show. And I'm telling you that if you've never heard the song, please, for the love of God, listen to it. It's good. The last verses are hard, and I would, plant my feet. If you went through the Awesome Life Challenge and Jeff's breathing techniques, oh yeah, you have to do all that when you're singing, and you have to pull from the diaphragm. Well, that's a lot of energy expenditure, and I would plant both feet, and literally I was in my head pulling from my feet to push those notes out. And you have to be willing to get ugly face, you can't be pretty all the time and hit all the notes. That's also relatable to your business. You're not going to look good all the time. Some stuff's not going to work out, and you just keep going. And I would find that the first few times I did that song, I would get like literally dizzy. Like I stood behind my keyboard and I would have to hold on to it. Right? Because I played some keyboard in that song too. So then, what happens is you keep doing it. And I got past the initial, we got a good response to the song. So I was like, okay, so I didn't totally mess up the song. And then I noticed a couple months down the road that I finished the song and I wasn't dizzy. And it didn't take every little ounce of fiber or energy that I had to push the notes out. I exercised the muscle, and muscles have memory. So, yeah, I can still do the song. I haven't sang actively with the band in 7 or 8 years, but I can still do the song. Same with some of the other stuff I did. I mean, after that, I got, bold, and I tackled Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin, and that was one of my most requested songs, 40-year-old white chick singing Aretha Franklin, and people liked it. So I was happy with that. So because I knew that I had the skills, I knew that I had the vocal skills to pull it off. I just had to have the courage and the belief that I deserved to pull it off. It's the same thing, but deep down in your core, you have to believe you deserve it. You can like yourself, you can love yourself, you can think all these other things, but way down deep, if for some reason you don't think you deserve it, it's not going to happen. So work on that, because you do deserve it. Just keep telling yourself that. Anyway, that's my little share for this morning, Monday. I hope everybody's having a good one. It's time to go to work, so have a good one. If you are seeing this on my YouTube, please check out some of the 90-day videos and click subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.